Okay, it is under 1 minute right now. The final conference. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. Nintendo is going to end off E3 with the Nintendo Spotlight. And under a minute now, they're going to show off what they have in store for this year and maybe the future for the Nintendo Switch. So these are my final predictions. This is what I put down. Some of this stuff's already been confirmed. We already know Mario Odyssey. Xenoblade 2, they already said that's actually been delayed to next year. We're going to see Breath of the Wild DLC. We're going to see some new Wii U ports. I said Smash Brothers. We might see a bunch of 3DS games, maybe a GameCube support for VC. And I put a kind of a crazy one in here. Zelda Dungeon Maker or Mario Maker 2. I don't think that'll happen, but I put them on there. Like I said, judging from my predictions I put on earlier, got a lot of stuff wrong, but I also got some stuff right. So let's see. It's 9 o'clock now, so let's see when they're gonna start. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nintendo Switch. That's still a great sound. Like that little sound, great. Starting right up with arms. All right. Well, this game is coming out soon, so I guess they're really going to try and sell this game. Something that sucks about this, like, man, we could have got a great Punch-Out game. Rocket League. I need to play Rocket League. I need to change that. Like, this game looks real cool, and I feel like I've been missing out. Do not attempt. It's like, okay. See, I would not be doing this. All this stuff would hold in the system. I feel like I'd drop it. Like I try to be cool. Look at me holding my Switch doing these soccer moves. That system would drop in an instant. And I love these situations that Nintendo does in their like commercials. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go to like soccer practice. I'm gonna bring my Switch, or we're gonna be in the club. I'm gonna bring my Switch out, and I'm gonna be the hit of the party. Like what? Why is that guy standing there? Splatoon 2 looks great. It's always gonna be there. I'm slowly getting there in ARMS. I was kind of a little iffy on it at first, but slowly seeing more of it, that game seems alright. Like, I'm probably going to be getting ARMS when I do eventually get my Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Spotlight, E3 2017.
The game.
Hey, look who it is.
Fun.
Reggae.
The game is a battle. If it's not fun, why bother? If it's not a battle, where's the fun? It's a test that you pass or a quest that you fail. A race against time. Fun and battle always locked together. But the game is also something else. It's a journey, a passport to new worlds, maybe even an odyssey. A look, a feel, an exploration. Close your focus and open your mind.
We're going to talk about Super Mario Odyssey.
Yes, the journey requires the right ticket. And that ticket is Nintendo Switch. But in the end, it's not just where you can take your game.
It's where we can take your game.
It's where your game
can take you. Yeah.
So let's go.
Looks like Xenoblade right there with that little background. All right.
Story goes that when the world
Here we go.
was young, everyone in Allrest lived on the World Tree.
Oh man.
Together with our divine
Here we
father,
go.
the architect. They called that paradise Elysium. You're a blade.
Yep, so it was
As the
true.
driver of the Aegis,
Like I figured that she was the blade of this game.
take me to Elysium.
I'm in. Let's go to Elysium. I'll take you there myself.
Cool looking blade.
Pyra!
Here!
Monado.
Got it.
Yep, that's some Xenoblade right there. Like, when I got Xenoblade Chronicles, like I had wanted this game for a long time. Like, when I finally got it, I played that game for an insane amount of time.
We'll show you.
Like, I racked up like 50 hours in the span of 4 days. I played that game way too much.
Now that you have come this far,
Oh, is it good?
there can be no turning back.
So I'm all in for this one.
And that sword can't be! I'm guessing your goal is Elysium.
God, all these huge worlds. Like, that's the thing with Monolith, with this
blade
series.
calls Pyro.
They can create some huge worlds.
Are you the Aegis, or aren't you?
I won't use that power, and I won't let you use it either.
If you know what you desire, you will have to show it. Not with words, but with your own strength. Everyone, let's go!
There goes the squad. Oh yeah, that music's gonna be great. Like they, oh man, that the soundtrack to the original Xenoblade Chronicles is like 10 out of 10. Oh man,
Sometimes you need a hero. A sword swinging, fire wielding, stone cold hero with an insatiable appetite?
Kirby. Yep. Okay. Yes, Kirby on Switch. Like, please make it a good Kirby game. Like, give me Superstar 3. Like, I feel Kirby games have gotten like the difficulty of them has like considerably gone down over the years. So I'm hoping like a Kirby game comes out that has some of that. But whew, this looks good. That Nintendo charm, some they can do. Like they don't need the biggest processors and things. They can just make extremely nice looking games. This is no exception. This looks really good. Like that looks crazy. Like that looks great. 4 players. Kirby. 2000. All right, so this is on some stuff. Like that looks good. I'm there. I'm always down for
Hi,
some
everyone.
Kirby.
I'm Shinya Takahashi from Nintendo. I hope you've been enjoying the journey with Nintendo Switch so far. When I found out that Nintendo Switch is being accepted by video game fans from all over the world as a home console that could be taken with you anywhere, I felt so relieved. Take Switch outside, come together, and share the experience. This idea was how we hoped people would play with Nintendo Switch. But people are coming up with many creative ways to play, in all kinds of places, in many more ways than we expected. This summer, Nintendo and its third-party partners will release many multiplayer games that can be played anytime, anywhere, and with anyone. We hope there will be many heated competitions that will be ignited by Nintendo Switch. Now, we'll continue our look at even more new game worlds for
Man, I'm still
Nintendo
looking at that
Switch.
Kirby trail. Look at
But
some
before
ghosts
we
on
do,
Twitter. Still
there
looks
is one
good.
announcement we'd like to share from our very special friend. Please take a look.
Man, where is Retro Studios? Like, hey, look at
Hi,
look what it
everyone.
is.
I'm Tsunekaze
Thinking of it now,
Ishihara
like,
from
where is
Pokemon
Retro?
Company.
Like,
Just the other day,
I wonder what
we
they have in
announced that
store. They've been
Tournament
quiet for a
Deluxe
long
is
time.
Coming to Nintendo Switch. This is the latest version of the premier Pokemon fighting game.
So they did show.
Two
They were.
people can
They aren't going to
dive
show
right
Poke in
into
here.
battle using 2 Joy-Con controllers. So you can experience heated Pokemon battles with just one Nintendo Switch console. There are some fresh additions, including new Pokemon, and this deluxe version of the game will be on display at E3 for attendees to play. I have one more announcement. Game Freak has begun developing a core RPG Pokemon title on Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
It may not release for more than a year, but we hope
Give
you look
me
forward to it all
Pokemon
the same.
Coliseum Switch. Give me a game like.
In the meantime, let's enjoy this year's
Okay, that got me. That
Ishihara-san,
I'm looking
thank
forward
you
to that.
very
Like,
much.
ooh.
We heard that the
I've been
Pokemon
waiting
series
for a
is being developed for
Pokemon
Nintendo
console
Switch.
game for a while
What
now.
kind
Like
of Pokemon game will we be able to play
XD and
on Nintendo
Coliseum were
Switch?
fantastic
I'm looking
games that
forward
never
to it
got
myself.
the love it deserved.
At this year's E3,
So with something like
we're
that,
mostly
it's
showing
in good
games
hands.
that will be released in 2017. But please know that here at Nintendo, we're working on many forms of entertainment that can only be made possible on Nintendo Switch. We hope you look forward to them as well. Now let's continue on with the journey with Nintendo Switch.
That announcement right there probably is gonna sell like 1 million Switches. Like, ooh. Is this Metroid? Don't play me. No, they didn't. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh my. Nintendo. Fuck. Nintendo is tearing it. Holy shit. I'm done. I'm done. Nintendo, you won. Nintendo, good job. Whew. Oh my god. Oh my god. That. Oh my. Woo! I haven't gotten hype in the game for a game like that in a long time. Nintendo, like, they care about Metroid again. Like, even if it's just like that little title card, that's all I need. That's all I need. Woo! You know what's bad when I'm like a new Kirby game's being showed, and I'm just like, oh, what's this? I'm still talking about that Metroid. So I guess Yoshi's Woolly World 2. I probably woke somebody up in my house right now. Like I got loud, but I'm gonna take the hit on being loud because like, fuck, Metroid Prime 4. Now I love Metroid Prime. I also love the 2D Metroids, but like, man, Metroid Prime was something special. That game blew me away when I first played it on GameCube. Like, I remember renting it and I played it the entire weekend. I beat that game in like 3 sittings. Like, Metroid Prime 1 and 2 were real special games. 3 was also good too. I really enjoyed 3 too, but man, a new Metroid on Switch is gonna look incredible. Like, portable Metroid. That's all. Fuck, I need to get a Switch now. Like, shit, I might go get a Switch like right now.
No, I'm coming with you.
People were doubting Nintendo. It's like, oh, Nintendo's not going to show shit. Like, look what they showed. So, let me get back to this. I'm still talking about okay, Fire Emblem Heroes.
The Prince of Altea. We've come here to save you.
Man, I got so hyped. I have to go back
With you.
and watch that Yoshi trailer. I don't even know what the name was.
If you can't do this, who can?
You fought your way this far. There's nothing you two can't do.
No matter the danger, we can overcome it if we're working together.
All
Let
right.
me calm down. Let me.
Working together.
Let me get into professional mode now. Fire Emblem Warriors.
Hi there, I'm the Legend of Zelda series
Oh, man, the
producer,
legend.
Eiji Aonuma. You may have already heard about it during Bethesda's showcase that was held a few days ago. It was announced that select Zelda items will appear in the Nintendo Switch version of Skyrim. I'm really looking forward to exploring Skyrim with the Master Sword in hand. Oh, when did this Master Sword get in my hand? Next up, we'll take a look at the DLC packs.
I was
for The
right.
Legend
They
of
were going to show
Zelda:
which
Breath of
I
the
kind of
Wild.
figured.
Let us take you.
I do
on
want
a
to see
new
what this is
Hyrule
though.
adventure.
This seems like to be the DLC pack they said that was going to have like the substantial content to it. Still a fantastic game. Still game of the year like material easily. Like this game was amazing. Oh, it's another one of the trials, like that island. Judging by this dude's health, looks like you really need to be like high up on this. You need to have a lot of hearts from what I can tell, because if you're unprepared, it looks like you get destroyed. But even with a lot of hearts in Breath of the Wild, you can still get taken out real fast. Some of those trials are crazy. Some of those guardians, like they don't play around. Hey! Hey! This would have been this is useful. Like, there's a reason I haven't gone for all 900 Korok seeds because of this. I waited. Once they said, yeah, it's going to be here, it's like, oh, I'll just wait for that. What they said is in Master Mode, enemies do more damage. So it's like, yeah, it's pretty much a one-hit kill for everything then. Because early on, things already, like, take you out in one hit. The Master Trials expansion pass DLC pack. Oh, DLC pack 1. So I guess there's going to be more in the future.
Oh.
That'll be some cool stuff. Hey, my dude. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, the Champions Ballad expansion DLC pack 2. All right. $20? Not bad, actually. I will say that. If it's just $20 for that, I'm like, okay. Like, it seems like you get some pretty, like, all right stuff with that. I feel like you're not getting ripped off.
One more announcement that I'd like to share. The 4 champions that appeared in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild will be available as amiibo. The Zora
Damn,
champion,
stop,
Mipha.
Nintendo. I'm trying to hold off
The
on
Goron
amiibos.
champion, Daruk.
Oh, ooh, that one's cool.
The Rito champion, Rivali.
Ooh, that one's also pretty nice.
And the Gerudo champion,
Ooh, that one's also
Urbosa.
pretty nice. Now I'm about to get all
You'll be
4
able
of
to
them.
Use these 4 amiibo in The Legend of Zelda
Stop.
Breath of the Wild.
I'm looking at my shelf of Zelda amiibos right now, and I'm running out of
You'll be able to
space.
use these in the
Please
DLC
help me.
packs that you
Stop
just
releasing
saw,
these.
So please look forward to them.
This changes the game. Travel the world. Bring people together. Play anywhere with anyone. If video gaming is a journey, then anywhere has to include a stop right here in LA during E3. This is
Ooh, is
magic,
that Donkey Kong Country
where
Trap?
booths buzz and channels glow, where the game worlds you've heard about suddenly spring into life. And this summer, a new kind of heated competition ignites right on Nintendo Switch. It kicks off later today with the Splatoon 2 World Inkling Invitational, which brings teams from the Americas, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, and Japan to see whose colorful skills are the best. Tomorrow, the Pokken Invitational will be held. You might recognize some of our 8 competitors who'll be duking it out in heated battles. Later on Wednesday, we'll see 8 players throw punches in the fun and
I think I'm probably gonna watch all of these. Like I think it'd be pretty interesting. I do want to see more arms, so it'd be
other 4
interesting to
will
see.
be E3 attendees who rise to the top by battling on the show floor. If you're going to E3, we hope you'll accept the challenge. And no matter where you are, be sure to catch up with Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3 for all the details and news about Nintendo Switch and Nintendo 3DS. But now, there are a few more worlds left to visit on our journey before we land in the booth. Let's go.
Okay, I forgot this is real short, so yeah, I knew they were gonna show this. At least in a little
Ubisoft
bit.
is proud to announce his new Rabbids game, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, and it will be developed exclusively for the Nintendo Switch. The Rabbids' crazy personalities and unpredictable behavior will shine as they arrive in a reimagined and twisted Mushroom Kingdom.
I'm slowly coming to this
They will
game.
surprise you in this
Like,
tactical adventure.
I'm kind of getting down with this game now. I might be getting it.
Mario and his friends will join them in an epic quest to put the kingdom back in order. We can't wait for you to play the game on August 29th.
Rocket League. Yep. So you get like Mario Kart stuff.
On behalf of everyone here at Psyonix, we're extremely excited to announce that Rocket League is indeed coming to Nintendo Switch. We know that both the Rocket League and Switch communities have wanted it, and now we're going to release it, complete with cross-network support that lets you play against opponents on other platforms.
The Switch version will have all the features and modes we've released thus far, plus exclusives like local wireless multiplayer, Mario and Luigi hats for customizing your car, and new exclusive cars we'll talk about later this year.
Look for Rocket League on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
Yeah, they're really going through these. Is that Monster Hunter game again? Oh, Mario Odyssey. What? What? Mario driving? What? Stop doing.
Here we go, off the rails.
Uh-oh.
You know it's time to raise our sails. It's freedom like you never knew. Any flags or a pass, say the word, I'll be there in a flash. You could say my hat is off to you.
This song's actually not bad.
Zoom all the way to the moon. This great wide wacky world. Jump
Ooh, man, this game looks great.
It's time to jump up in the air. Jump up, don't be scared. Jump up and your cares will soar away. And if the dark clouds start to swirl,
Oh, that's cool.
I'll be your one-up girl. So let's all jump up super high.
Like, I already wanted a Switch when it came out, but this is a game that's like, I need to get a Switch before this game comes out. Like, that's what I actually am doing. Like, I need to play this game this year. This is probably the most excited I've been for a Mario in a long time. Mario drive the cars. There's gonna be some interesting things with this game. Like this definitely is one of the most out there Mario games in a while, but in like the best way possible. Oh man. Well, I better be getting a Switch real soon then. That the presentation. Wow. Actually, really good. I think I might be clouded because of that Metroid Prime 4, but that new Kirby looked cool. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 looks really good. Super Mario Odyssey still looks great. I think we're going to see a lot more of that throughout this Treehouse event, which I think I'm going to draw it to a close now. I think there's going to be more stuff announced, but I probably won't stay for like 12 more hours to watch all this. Even I will, but I won't be recording it.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Nintendo Treehouse.
But man, Nintendo did great this year. Like they came out, they had stuff to show. We knew it was stuff we were already going to see, but we got some really cool announcements of stuff this year coming, and stuff coming in the future. We know we have that Kirby game, we have that Pokemon console game to look out for. We have MP4, which so gotta give a clap to that again. And then we have some very special guests with us. There's some cool stuff.
We've got the game's producer Koizumi-san and the game's director.
I'm about to go over some Mario Odyssey stuff right now. Maybe I will stay a bit. Let's see. Yeah, if I was gonna give it a score, it's tough. This might be an A. This might be the first A I'm giving it, and I'm going to give my full ratings at the end of the week in my E3 final review. But I guess as a really rough timeline of where I place the conferences, it would go Nintendo, Ubisoft, Sony, Microsoft, Bethesda, EA. That would be currently that is what my timeline is looking like with E3.
So exciting.
So it might change through the week because there's still going to be more stuff with Nintendo and just seeing more about these games that they showed in the conferences. Like there's still some stuff. But that's what I have right now for this at least. That's what my current tier list is. It's kind of like it's like dang Nintendo. Like it's kind of funny. Last year it was the same thing. Like last year was the same thing. Nintendo. I actually like Nintendo won E3 for me because they showed Zelda. Because like Zelda sold me so well and they did so much. Like having just Zelda as their only game kind of worked in their favor because there was such. Zelda impressed me to that point that was like my game at E3 and that it was like that was the best thing of it. Yeah, even looking back, like that Yoshi game that I guess doesn't have a title yet. It's just Yoshi, but it looks like it's like a Yoshi's Woolly World 2. That from the bits I saw when I was hyperventilating or going crazy, that looked good too. That looked just like Woolly World, and that game seemed fine. So yeah, Nintendo, like, congrats, you guys did a great job. It's like after last night, I was like, "Come on, Nintendo, you got to bring some big ones," and they did. So yeah, I guess I will draw it to a close here. So thanks for watching my reaction to the Nintendo press conference. This one was a lot of fun to watch. I got very, very excited, and I'm very happy for the future of the Switch. I can say now, like the Switch is going to be great this year, and it's going to have a lot of great stuff next year. So I'm real happy. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you later. End of the week. I'll have my E3 final review, and I'll be going over a lot of... Ooh, that Mario gameplay? Hold on. I'm about to start watching this now. Give me a second.
Just to show off a little bit of the new moves, obviously there's the hat throw. You can make it stay in place, which is sometimes valuable. It can grab things for you. There's two kinds of coins, which we'll talk about it a little later on.
Actually, there in that little dialogue box, we saw Cappy.
Oh, yeah. Cappy is both the red hat that he's wearing and also in his native form, he's a white top hat.
So Cappy's the name. Oh, all right.
That cool is this circular throw.
That works.
But let's get down into the city. And as you saw in the trailer,
New Donk City.
The capture mechanic lets you take over things. It also lets you do fairly exotic things like turn into electricity, travel through wires. So how did the capture mechanic come about?
キャプチャーという仕様を作ったきっかけは何かありましたでしょうか。
そうですね。今作はものすごく
Oh, this looks amazing.
So when we were making this game, what we started out doing was making just a huge.
Like I've wanted this kind of Mario for a long time. Like this is really taking me. Like they said they were going for a 64 Sunshine vibe with this, and now I'm finally truly seeing it. Like don't get me wrong, I loved Galaxy. Mario 3D World was also really good, but like 64 and Sunshine were fantastic platformers. And yes, I will defend Sunshine to the end of the world. That is a great game. It does not get the love it deserves. It has a lot of great things to it. So this game's gonna be awesome. Like Mario's back. Although it is still kind of off-putting, like seeing Mario and then seeing these like real people, like it's such a clash. It looks like a mod, like someone like put Mario in like GTA 4.
そうですね。いろんなものにこう帽子を投げて試してもらえたらなと思ってます。
Yeah, I definitely hope people, while they're playing this game, they just throw their hat at everything and try all sorts of different things. Whoops, that was a mistake.
Go back, throw that football.
Right now, normally, if you were following the story,
turn into the oh, you can't turn into the football.
Who wants you to recruit musicians?
I was gonna say that. I was like that chick singing looks a lot like Pauline from the original Donkey Kong. I was right. That's a cool throwback. That's real cool.
Interesting note there. So you mentioned Mayor Pauline, and I think our sharp-eyed viewers will have noticed that some of the street signs are references to some Donkey Kong characters. We've got some interesting red girders going on here. I wonder, Koizumi-san and Wadakura-san,
This is Crash Bandicoot?
A little bit more about the city.
Dun 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 dun. That dude's getting hype. He's like, wow, what a great athlete.
何かのゲームに関係がありそうですけど、今日はちょっとあまり詳しく言えないんですけど。
So certainly you can tell that Pauline is from Donkey Kong, and the name New Donk City probably leads you to a couple of hints. But we
this is great. Like I'm loving this right now.
That is a snazzy shirt.
Like this is a great game. This is a great game to show off. Like.
I gotta take the long way.
Oh, good luck. And this is interesting here, where we see, I mean, really throughout New Donk City, and I think throughout the world, we've got these really fun playground elements where you're bouncing on things, you're jumping on things, you're swinging. Can you tell our viewers a little bit more about how you came up with that kind of play mechanic in the game?
Well, you see, I dropped my hat one day while I was walking down the street, and I was like, maybe Mario could have this. I threw my hat at an employee because he messed up on this thing he was working on.
まずその試作っていうのでものすごくいっぱい遊びを作っています。それをこう配置してステージっていうものを作ります。まず。
So, going back to that prototyping process I was talking about before, we obviously create lots and lots of different ones, lots of different game ideas.
I'd love to see that. Like, what kind of crazy prototypes they have for these Mario games? Like what kind of ideas do they have in in early stages that just never makes it?
We put it in the stage, we combine it with different art.
Like with Mario 64, that game was supposed to have co-op, like Mario and Luigi. Like I would have loved to see what that even looked like. Like how would that even have looked on an N64? Like what was it like running like? Or whatever Super Mario 64 2 is supposed to be, which there has never been footage of that. I don't know if they got far enough development that there is, but I'm sure at some point in Nintendo's archives and the deep vaults there exists probably files of that, but we'll never see it to this day. Like with other studios, sometimes when these early development builds make it out because they're just either the company goes down or they just give it away. Nintendo would probably never do that, which is kind of sad. I'd love to see what the remnants of that Zelda era would have been.
Can I quickly interject that in the as I mentioned, the goal right now is to recruit these musicians. When I was first playing this game for a feedback report for the development team, I could not figure out how to get to this guy on the top of this building. You can just barely see him. He's a speck right now in that triangular building. And the way I eventually found to do it was to take a really long fall.
Mario, you're dead!
And that worked.
Oh.
And
never mind.
A bit to my surprise.
Did they I guess they took the damage
when
off.
you saw that report from me, what was that a problem to be solved? Was that a cool thing? What was that?
このねはNCR の報告書を書いていたときに、こういうふうにトランペットのバンドマンの到着ができますよと書いてましたが、それを見てちょっと困っていたんでしょうか。
はい。
Yeah, they must have turned the health off for this build.
ですけれども、今日ここでプレイするとは思わなかったです。
Yeah, I did read that. I didn't know you were going to be playing that right now.
Troublemaker.
Well, I also know the real way. Or another way.
本当のやり方も分かってます。
でも自分でこういろんなプレイの仕方を探してもらえたらと思うんですけども、それもスーパーマリオ64やスーパーマリオサンシャインから続くものだと思います。
I heard Sunshine in
You
there.
found your own way to play it, and letting users play around with the game and find their own ways of doing things. That's something that goes way back in 3D Mario. Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine as well.
Yep, 2 games right there. Like this, as I said, this game's really giving me that throwback.
So we don't have folks playing the game at this moment, but I'm really looking forward to talking to folks after they played it, because I think there's so many different ways to problem solve and find the moons in these kingdoms.
Cranky?
I'm
Uh-oh.
not even sure folks will find everything over the
He's
course of the
alive.
game. It's going to be interesting to find out how different people approached completing some of these objectives.
But the game encourages so much experimentation because you aren't kicked out of the level every time you find a moon. There is no reason not to investigate every little thing you can see that might be interesting. There's no time limit. There's no disincentive. There's lots and lots of cool stuff. Whoa! Okay.
Yeah, that is a very interesting change that adds, I think, to the immersion in the kingdoms. When you think about Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, whenever you got whatever the collectible objective was, depending on the game you were playing, you'd get bumped out of the area and you'd have to come back in. But here, since you're not going to get booted out of the kingdom when you collect a power moon, there's a lot of encouragement to just go check out that weird thing you saw on the horizon.
Okay, so now you can get damaged. I guess this
no.
rookie mistake.
But then, keep on.
I remember my first Mario game.
The reason to explore everything is that there's very little punishment for dying. I just lost 10 coins, and there's lots. So.
Well, that's kind of unfortunate that there's no penalty for dying. Like, give me a game over. Like.
It's also worth mentioning that the bullet bills here are coming out with visors on, so they cannot be captured until you knock their hats off, because an enemy with a hat is the
give me some difficulty.
Fashion is very important in this game. You gotta be.
Like, give me that hard. Give me Sunshine and you lose Flood. What's this guy doing? Like, stay on the high platform and then jump onto it.
That's right.
Don't try to jump from the floor below. It doesn't work like that.
If at first you don't succeed, give up on the third.
Well, it probably would work like that. I don't know. Maybe this guy just has bad timing on his part.
The space where we saw other sections of New Donk City, and looking here.
Well, he is playing in front of the developers. I'd be a little nervous myself. Like if I had to play Breath of the Wild and Miyamoto was just standing behind me, judging me, what's this idiot doing? I couldn't play. I'd be all nervous. I probably couldn't even play my favorite Zelda game in front of him. He'd probably be judging me. I wonder what this guy does.
Oh, you got this.
Look at this bozo.
And while I'm keeping my fingers and toes crossed. Yes.
Thank you.
One thing that we haven't mentioned yet that we probably should talk a little bit about is the fact that you're playing with Joy-Con with the wrist straps attached.
Yes.
And that's a really fantastic way to play this game. It, of course, supports Pro Controller and other controller options.
Okay. I'm not surprised that it would support those.
Yeah. I'm going to switch to
I haven't actually even got a Switch in my hands. I can't really get a feel for those controls, but I feel I'd probably would go with the Pro Controller option. Maybe, I don't know. I'd have to see.
That as you're experimenting, I think we'll see folks doing that on the show floor here. So many of your gestures will affect how Cappy moves that while you're holding the Joy-Con with the wrist straps attached, you really want to just try moving your arms in different directions. Like, okay, I'm going to try throwing up, I'm going to throw down, throw out. But I was really impressed by how well that implementation was put into play. Here we are.
Yeah.
Oh, this place is so pretty.
So here we're in the Sand Kingdom, in the town of Tostarena. And
a new world.
They have a problem now because it's all frozen. Everything is cold.
Mario doing that Naruto run?
Mario will eventually solve.
Yeah, actually, if you hang still for a second, we can show his little idle animation when he's
Oh,
cold.
yeah.
Really cute.
Oh, he's cold.
I love the locals here too.
Yeah, I think he's distracted by the local dancing around, but I think if he's by himself, then he really shivers.
Oh, poor Mario.
Yeah. So let's see here. One thing I did want to show
Those
off.
purple Dorito chips?
So as we mentioned, there's two kinds of coins in this game, and for I believe the first time in the mainline Mario series, you can actually buy things with your coins. And I wanted to ask the developers how that came up. You know, that currency should be worth currency.
Well, you see, Zelda has rupees to buy things, so we figured Mario gets coins. Maybe he should buy something.
So we wanted, coins to be used as coins in this game. Actually, use them as money.
Makes sense. I'm surprised they didn't do it earlier with Mario and the coins. Like,
I
feel like that should have been done like
if you go to,
ages ago.
Land, one of the things that makes the biggest impression on you is the currency. You kind of look at it and you think, wait, is this real? Can I use this?
And I can attest to that. At least I have like a few yen like coins, and I was like, what's this Monopoly money? Like that part at least is kind of true. That some currency is kind of like that, where it's like, it's like, sure, this is right.
They're a collectible item, so you can use them to buy different outfits or buy souvenirs.
Speaking of.
Yeah, and it's always fun to buy souvenirs, right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm imagining that Ocarina of Time shop thing on right now. Like
the local kingdom, the yellow ones can be used in any shop. I'm going to buy because the guy at the door said,
what's that stuff on the right? What's that lion statue do?
I should buy some clothes to fit in better. I'm going to buy a local sombrero and poncho. And wait till you see how adorable Mario.
Yeah, what's that stuff on the right? Like, go right one to see what that is.
Adorable. I just love the shopkeeper.
Yeah, and their huge stack of hats.
It's so cute.
And you can see some of the souvenirs you can buy there that you can use to decorate the inside of the ship.
Nice.
Oh, okay. So it's just for the ship. Kind of looks like that little the alternate costume you get for 100%ing Sunshine. Like all he needs is like shades.
So my capabilities are the same.
Like, give me that costume. Give me like Hawaiian shirt Mario with the black shades.
He can turn into any kind of headwear, apparently. The exotic superpower. And all right, so I go over and talk to this guy.
See if you meet the expectations.
I feel Nintendo took my idea, but and I have a friend to back this up. Back in like middle school, me and like one of my closest friends had this idea for a Mario game. It was gonna be like, oh, Mario, and the idea would be that you have the different caps, and that you would change the caps on the fly to fit the situation. So you'd have like regular Mario cap for like the platforming. You'd have like different kind of cap to symbolize like fire, and ice, and other kind of abilities. Pretty much the hats would be your main, like the main like big gameplay component of the game. So it'd be like, oh, you have this Mario hat, but I'm not gonna say anymore. Someone might take the idea and make like a little like game. Like, look at my fan Mario games. Like, but like this seems like a cooler cooler idea than what I said. Mine was kind of
bland. So notice that while using the motion controls, I can actually use the little homing function on the hat more easily. It is possible with the button controls only, but it's much more difficult.
Also, I guess you're not playing Joy-Con, and you're
Goomba.
Yeah.
You lose out that feature.
Let's just do a big one for that. And yeah.
That's I guess.
Man, this hat is dangerous. See how it's taking these enemies out? Like,
it's not every single enemy that's capturable.
That's true.
You've got to find the special ones.
Yeah.
I need a little. Here's that part from like the little bit they showed in that Nintendo Switch teaser last year, where it was like, wait, what's that Mario game? Like, go back to that. Like, this was that little section they were showing.
Fly with them.
What if there's like a timer on these? Like, how long there's like a timer to it, or if it just like has no limit to how long you can use these things?
And now I've got to very quickly capture my ride back.
Hey, remember when I was gonna end this after the conference? Boy, did that change! But like, this got me captivated. Like, I'm glued to the screen right now with this.
And then
this is looking really good right now. Like, I'm kind of upset I didn't get that ticket to E3.
Oh yeah, the
I had the chance, and I was like, no, I won't go this year.
So this place has these murals.
Because I kind of want to play this, but it is coming out real soon. So that at least I can say, like, hey, it's got a release date. I think the Zelda one was much worse, because that Zelda, the Zelda last E3 got me a little too much. I was like, I need to play this now, and it's like, when's it coming out? Like, oh, there's no release date. This at least is October. That's not too far away, so I can wait. That was cool. So, look at that,
we wanted to make
like going in the wall seems like Link Between Worlds, like when you do that.
Explore very freely.
2D の部分はもう少し細かく緊張感のある構成になっています。
You know, the 2D spaces are kind of more confined. They're more precise. You know, it's more like kind of you know, sort of traditional platforming elements.
同じステージの中でもそういった違った遊びっていうのを入れたかった。
But also within the 2D stages, as you can see, we wanted to have a lot of different variety.
もちろん昔からのゲームが好きな人にも楽しんでもらえるビジュアルになっていると思います。
And of course, you know, with the visuals, we're hoping it's something, you know, the people who enjoyed kind of those classic nostalgic games also get a kick out of as well.
So one thing I'd love to show off when we're getting out toward the end of this space is just how much the music changes when we're transitioning back and forth. Because I know we've been chatting, maybe it's hard for some folks to hear what's been going on here. But
I wonder if there's going to be like a live direct feed. Maybe actually later on, because that'll be when like people can get in there and they can start getting direct cap feeds. Because I kind of want to hear the music of this. Like, it's so low in the mix, I can't hear, and they're talking over
skip
it.
ahead and show off the last part of this scenario. Okay, so.
Well, actually, I have to probably head out in a bit, but you know what? I'm going to stay.
Wrist straps, people.
It's like screw my original plans. Is that the cover of the game back there?
Yeah, it's worth mentioning too that we're only covering a tiny bit of what is in this kingdom. There's so much more to do and explore.
There's just a ridiculous amount. All right, so here we are. This is much later in the level.
Can somebody like zoom in on this sombrero Mario and like send it to me? Because I need a new Twitter picture. That's it right there. That's what I need.
So another thing that's
The
really
8-bit
nice about
version.
Bills as a capture target that you'll see here. When you're trying to target for really precision flying, it's got a little bit of a headlamp.
I'm doomed.
That's okay. But it's got a little bit of a headlamp, so you
Is this
can
Bill Trinan
use
playing?
that
Like,
to
what's
line
going
yourself
on?
up.
It's super handy.
That's okay, because we get to see this cute little 2D to 3D transitioning in
I love
with the
that.
Bills.
It's so cool.
Got that little Paper Mario transitions like that. That's kind of sick.
All right, you got this.
And the Bullet Bills transit.
All right, here we go.
Nintendo details like that. That's one thing I will say. I always love about Nintendo that they put in small things like this, like small details that always just like impress me. It's like they didn't have to do that. They could have done it a certain way, but they always make that extra push.
You can go faster. You can steer, but that's all you can do. And all right, so up here we're about to confront one of the Brutals, and folks may have seen them in our original teaser trailer for this game. They are an evil wedding planning firm, and I'd love to hear more from the developers about how they came to be and what your favorite Brutal
we're gonna see Pimp Bowser? Oh no.
そうですね。彼らはクッパに雇われてクッパの結婚式を成功させようとしています。
So
Let's see how this battles
as you kind of
goes.
said, they've been employed by Bowser. They're in charge of making sure his wedding goes off.
Okay, it's as I figured. Like I wouldn't have been expecting. Oh, it's gonna be this crazy boss.
Their work ethic is admirable.
Generally, most Mario bosses are like that. Like I never expect like a Mario boss to be like insanely difficult. Like the last Mario game I could say that had like. No, I can't. Well, that was.
And you know, my favorite is Topper, the kind of shorter one who has that.
Mario 3. Mario 3. I think Bowser in Mario 3 still gives me trouble at times. Like I can still kind of screw up on that boss. That one I still say is like a little. Can have some difficulty to it, but there are tricks to make it easier. 3D Mario's. Yeah, Sunshine has some pretty tough bosses. Mario 64, like it's like a cake now. Like that boss is Bowser's real easy in that.
This is really good timing because the character.
Remember Galaxy had some real easy bosses too.
She has this great contrast.
I forgot there's a lot of bosses in that game. I haven't played that game in a while. I need to probably replay that one of these days.
Her attacks are really fun to watch as well, especially when she starts flying around.
And it's worth mentioning, you fight each of the Brutals a few times, but their
actively
tactics
harder.
get more and more intense and dangerous.
Yeah. Game.
Having planned a
games.
wedding last year,
How's this dude missing? Come on.
Evil wedding planner.
Yeah, I mean, any.
It's like a game.
Evil help is better than no help.
Maybe like that's a Mario thing because games always do that. Like, oh, you fight this boss again, and he's like way harder.
Oh, nice.
Like, it can't just be like a Mario exclusive thing because their games do that all the time.
Sorry, Harriet.
Now she'll be back. All right, so that's a grand moon worth 3 power moons.
And
all right, let's see this Trent. Let's see this go.
There he is, celebrating with Mario.
These are always my favorite parts.
Nice.
Okay, that's good.
Right, so that's
I like that. I like that little like star get.
One more little feature, I believe.
Yes, we've got
good music too for it. So that always helps because you're probably going to be hearing it 1,000 times.
For the game, we've got Princess Peach, Bowser.
Oh no!
And I just need to ask you guys
that Bowser
about the
looks pretty
development
cool, and then
process
I might get all 3.
The sculpting is
It's like Nintendo, stop! I'm getting out of the. I tried to get out of the amiibo game. Like I have too many amiibos now. Stop selling these. Stop making these. Like I don't have money for these.
はいヒロインであるピーチ姫をより可愛く魅力的に
What kind of dumb? I just realized that dude on the left has that top hat on. I don't know. I guess it just blended in with his white shirt. I just barely realized that.
あとクッパとマリオもそのお相手であることに十分なビジュアルとしてデザインしています。
And then from there, we have Mario and Bowser as well. And we had to make sure that in terms of visuals, they weren't going to lose out.
They got to keep up.
Yeah, they got to keep up. Yeah.
あとこのポージングっていうのも今回のテーマに合わせて物語性を持たせているのが特徴になっています。
And another characteristic of these is that the posing is very kind of directly linked with the story and what's going to be happening in the game.
Yeah, Mario's got kind of a humble bow thing going, and Bowser's kind of looking like I own the world.
And I think Bowser looks pretty dapper here, though.
Yeah.
But it is really amazing. I don't know how close we can get the camera here. We got a better look here, but in person, the texture where some of them have almost like a pearlized kind of texture, and there's a lot of subtlety with the different kinds of fabric. You can really see a lot of nuance for these amiibo. I'm really looking forward to people seeing them in person.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
And I wonder, at this point, is there anything you'd like to share about the functionality of amiibo for our viewers?
そしてアミーボの機能性について何か説明していただけますか。
ですね。アミーボはコスチュームを手に入れることができたり、あとはゲームの中でのお助け機能として活用することができます。
So you'll be able to use the amiibo to get different costumes within the game, and then they'll also have kind of an assist function.
And we do have existing amiibo that are supported as well. I think we'll be talking more about that at a later point. But I think that's all we're allowed to show for right now, unfortunately.
Right now.
No.
We'll be showing more of this game later on in the stream.
Please, no. It looks so good.
Kozumi-san, thank you again so much for joining us here and sharing some of the insight about the development process of the game.
All right, early thoughts. I think Mario. Super Mario Odyssey looks fantastic. Like I'm buying this game day 0. I'm gonna pre-order my copy. I'm gonna get my Switch. I'm going to be ready for this game. It's looking great. Like they're on the right track for this one. Looks like this is gonna be probably this is definitely gonna be the big game for Nintendo this year. And yet again, another October. I just realized like so many games are coming out in October this year. It's insane. I gotta like make choices. It seems like half of Bethesda's games are coming out in October. Ubisoft's releasing a lot of stuff in October. Like, oh, that song's playing again. I can't get distracted. I gotta end this off. Yeah, Nintendo, great showing. Like, there's still gonna be way more, but that Direct and what they showed of this, like, they did fantastic. I'd say of the big 3, Nintendo was my favorite. Like they showed off some great stuff, and the stuff just looks great. Like, could this be the Nintendo fanboy in me? But nah, it's not. It's not that, because I really love Sony too, and Microsoft's also real cool. But yeah, Nintendo killed it easily. So yeah, this is a very long reaction. This is the proper ending now. So thanks yet again for watching all of this. Join me into this week. We got E3 final review. I'm going to give my final thoughts and everything after all the big news has come out and I've had time to sit on it. So thanks yet again. Take care wherever you are. Have a great one. And peace. Why do I keep saying that?